All right, hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we get started, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakodash. And double honors once again, as always, unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us his truth. Peace, much love, and salutation as always unto the hopeful elect. And just doing a little quick lesson, all right, before I get on the plant. Lord willing to be edifying to the elect. Okay, and I'm gonna just title this one "Take Care of Yourselves," you know, and this applies to all brothers, you know what I'm saying, because that's something that we have to make sure that we're doing in these latter days, and especially if you're in a position of leadership and you have, you know, Akim underneath you. All right, you definitely need to make sure that you still, you know, taking time for yourself, man. Taking care of yourself, ultimately. All right? Because I'm going to read this little quote real quick. It says, self-care is so important. When you take time to replenish your spirit, it allows you to serve others from the overflow. You cannot serve from an empty vessel. Right? So you always have to take that time out to, you know, replenish your spirit. That's when you fast. That's when you pray to the Lord. That's when you meditate. You know what I'm saying? Take time off. You know, get an actual rest day. All right? In which we know we're in captivity, so we're doing the best that we can. But hey, you gotta have times of the day, man, where you just be able to sit there and breathe. You know? Because again, if you're in a position of leadership, hey, the brothers underneath you are depending on you. You know, they looking up to you. They're following you for advice, or they should be, at least, you know. All right, but ultimately, even if you're not, if you are a younger brother in the camp, well, we're still being built up to become leaders. Okay, and a wise leader is going to take that time out for himself, because you can get caught up and overtangled in everybody else's shit. And then be through. What's that, metal nut? Let me see if I can find that real quick. So I got this. So, and there's another one too. It speaks about meddling. Well, I think it's this, but I thought it said meddle not in other men's affairs. You know, which is also important. If whatever that individual has going on, you know, you don't want to be too tied in, and especially if they're in the world. That's what I'm, you know, part of what I'm dealing with currently. You know, my family keep trying to tie me into day bullshit. No, you know, I already have a full plate, okay, and it has nothing. Nigga ain't on it, okay. Niggers aren't on it. But this is Sirach 11, and 9. It says, strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners. Right? So if it don't concern you, hey, you really should just get the fuck, you know, stay back out of it. Because what you'll find is people will ask you for advice and then don't follow the shit. And again, and especially when you're dealing with niggas, okay? But even amongst, you know, the brotherhood. You know, you shouldn't be meddling and trying to find out the ins and outs of his brother's relationship with his woman. How he treating his woman. That's between him and that woman. They ain't got shit to do with you. You know? And it says, verse 10, my son, meddle not with many matters. For if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by flying. Right? So you shouldn't be involved in too many things, man, because when you do all that, you can't take time for yourself. You can't take care of yourself properly like you need to. The ministry already has us 100% booked. You need to be available 24/7, 365 when it comes to dealing with brothers, and especially if you're in a position of leadership. That's it. If you're not, you still need to be available, because that means you ain't really got that much shit to do. Except for, you know, show up and be a good brother. Do the videos. attend your camps and classes. Outside of that, you ain't got shit to do. You ain't got to worry about no councils. You don't set up the classes. You ain't doing shit. So if you're not doing shit in that aspect, except for the pure basics, you shouldn't go and attach yourself to 18,000 of the things, man. You need to stay focused on the ministry, and that's it. Improve your life. Yes, we understand. We're in Babylon. We're in hell. Okay? We're catching hell. But your sole focus should be the ministry of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. And that's it. Because doing that, if you just, if you're just going to, like I said, dealing with the camp as far as, going to class, going to camp, doing your lessons, being around the brotherhood, and then you on top of that you attach, going to the gym. All right, obviously we got work, so work, going to the gym. You should keep, but I'm saying that to say we should have a simple life. We should have a very simple schedule. I'm gonna just go to the gym. I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna go to that. Okay. Do something that, like I said, allows you to build yourself up. The brothers down here, we've been pushing about, going to the gym and, trying to eat better. Okay. It took this damn long, but hey, we getting close to the end, and that's the spirit that's really been pushed. And shit, we following through. Okay. But yeah, taking time for yourself is vital, because if you don't, you meddling in all these affairs and different matters, and then you blink and, oh shit, I didn't even do a video. I ain't even watch no videos. Now, it's fucking up your relationship, the main relationship that you should be focused on. We should only be focused on our relationship with Yahweh Shema Shai, not, these worldly affairs. The scriptures say, what does it say? Him that warreth, let's get it. It's in Ephesians, I think. And let me get it in there, because I need that. Oh Lord, here go to Old English, goddamn. I think that's in Ephesians. Let's see. Maybe it's 3. Give me 1 second, Salakia. Or it might be, is it Timothy's? Let's look it up. Luke 21, I gotta remember that one. It's Timothy's, yep. 2 Timothy's 2 and 4. It says, no man, or I'll start at 3. It says, thou therefore endure the hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a warrior. Yeah, so you can't be too intermingled, with the affairs of this life, man. You got to focus on you. You got to take care of yourself. And this is to myself first and foremost. Okay? We gotta snap back in and remember, hey, nah, we ain't got time for these other people, man. Because that's all they'll do. They'll take, and they'll never give. You're not getting any time from these people. So why the hell are you putting so much time into them? And especially when that's the one of the biggest currencies, you can't get time back. You can't buy time. So we have to make sure we're managing that wisely, and like I said, taking care of our, taking time for ourselves. Okay? Luke 21 and 34 in the NLT, it says, watch out, don't let your hearts be dulled by carousing and drunkenness, and by the worries of this life. Don't let that day catch you unaware, like a trap, for that day will come upon every living on the earth. Keep alert at all times and pray that you might be strong enough to escape these coming horrors and stand before the Son of Man. Right, so don't let that day catch you unaware. Be mindful of your time. Dulled by carousing and drunkenness. Let's look up it says serviting in here. The giddiness and headache caused by drinking wine to excess. And yeah, you definitely don't want to do that too. Let's see what that word is though. Carousing, kerosene, however the fuck. Yep, well, let's see it. Still drinking. To drink freely and revel noisily. All right. Drink up entirely. Okay, but yeah, we don't want to be caught up in anything else outside of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Okay, replenish your spirit, man. It says the inward man is renewed day by day. 1 Corinthians 6 or 13, or Salakias, 1 Corinthians 3 and 16 says, know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy, for the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are. Yeah, take care of your body too, man. Okay? It says bodily exercise profiteth little, which ultimately, in that day, is not going to mean much. But, hey, it's important still, though. Get those walks in, get your steps in. The brother Yavanah, he pushes, getting that damn, that gym in, man. Okay, get your gym in, get your steps, it creates a more clear mind. Okay, gives you some form of clarity. All right, so you ain't just walk around, bugged out your damn mind. But yeah, I gotta go in this shit, man. So just real quick, something I wanted to put up. All right, Lord willing, it was edifying to the elect. Before we close, once again, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Chakodash, and double honors as always unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. All right, and taught us the truth, peace, much love, and salutations always to those for elect. Hey, to the next one, Lord willing, shit, I might try to do a part 2, man. I had a little bit more I wanted to bring out, but on the time crunch. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. Hey, to the next one, shalom.